Hey guys, Stan with FAF Airsoft here, and today I am going to do a quick mail call. Going to answer a couple questions that people sent in via comments, our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all that good stuff. Hopefully give you guys some quick answers to help you guys out. Okay, so a couple days ago I posted on YouTube, if your area has an active airsofting community, what are some of the biggest challenges you face within that community right now? For example, COVID restrictions, cheaters, that kind of stuff. Cheaters. The refs are always on their side, even if it's obvious. Don't know about various other fields. It's very important that people that they hire don't get too chummy with the customers or play favorites with people. That's going to cause a downfall in turnout in the local field. So if you run a local field or trying to build your own, just be careful that, treat everyone fairly, and that should grow your sport in your local community. Another comment saying their field's about an hour away. Well, airsoft's not the hugest sport. It's not that mainstream yet. So finding fields few and far in between is very important, that for the survival of the sport and to grow the sport, we got to patronize all the fields we can, even if it is an hour away. Take, for example, on the East Coast, you got Hack Airsoft. By itself, it probably is a small community, but because they draw on multiple states and people are willing to drive, they have a great turnout. And as you can see on YouTube and whatever, everyone's having a good time there. At my local field, there isn't enough players for good matches. Well, airsoft, when it's in the grassroots phase, when you're trying to develop a player base, you gotta introduce your friends to it. You gotta be good sports and show the good side of the game as well as the benefits. Don't allow people who bring some bad behavior and create bad vibe in that group, driving other people away. That's my advice for you there. This post is one we made about the new Lancer Tactical Nightshade that just came in. It's their High Kappa clone. They're getting into the High Kappa game. Supposedly compatible, don't know fully, but we just barely got them in. One player says, Lancer Tactical hopping into the High Kappa game? I don't know about that one, Chief. It's a pretty fair point. I gotta say though, you should, if it's a company that has an office and warehouses in the U.S. that bring products to us locally here in America, I would say give them a chance and don't discourage them too hard. Otherwise, that'll really just narrow their focus into bringing the same guns over and over, and we'll have no variety. I say the more options, the better, even if they're not fully fledged out yet. Give them a chance, and they'll probably come out with something really good or improve things along the way. Let's see. We posted here an optic, LT4 reticle reflex sight. Looks nice on my M4. Green Man says, until it gets shot out, use a lens protector, ladies and gentlemen. I have to agree. The moment I thought I could get away with one match without one is the day I lost a $50 optic off the bat. Really painful, so I'd recommend that too. Good advice. What do you think is the biggest thing that keeps our sport from growing? That's posted by me on YouTube a couple days ago too. Let's see, new players not being made to feel welcome. At our semi-local field, we go out of the way to take new players and show them around a little bit, try and answer the questions, even if it's always the same question. Another thing I've seen is players targeting the younger players and then intentional headshot face shots. Videos of fights don't help either. 100% agree. The fields, they can only do so much to bolster the community. They provide a place to play. Granted, if the refs aren't very good or the attitude of the owners aren't very good, that's one thing. But the other thing is the players themselves. They can do the biggest to drive away new players or drive away players in general and really kill the local scene. So it's important to not be toxic and weed those people out. The initial price will always be expensive when starting a new hobby. Totally true. Lack of fields, events for people to play at. That's exactly true. The viral videos of angry players getting into fights, common theme here. Let's go into the price. This is airsoft is a sport, but it's also kind of like a luxury item. It's not vital to your survival, but just like video games and all that other stuff, if you have the means to, you can enjoy it. A lot of new players complain about the price, but it is what it is. It can't get any cheaper without suffering in quality greatly. Lack of fields or events for people to play at. That really depends on the people you got in your local community who can start up a field, private or a big official one. That also depends on people spending money and spending it locally. If you don't support your local field, your local shop, you're not going to be able to put that money back into getting a bigger space, getting more inventory, that kind of stuff, or improving the field. And that's how things die off. So Amazon is great for a lot of things for very cheap and very quick. They're not going to put a field in your backyard or provide you that customer service. So the overall stigma of people who think that airsoft is to promote war and violence. Also toxic cheaters who full auto you in the back when you're already hit. Cough, speed softers, cough. First one's kind of a matter of personal opinion. Obviously the guns look real, and that's a hot button topic for the American gun violence culture. So I won't go into that one. I just say for the people that really care about the sport, be responsible, use a gun bag, don't do anything stupid with it. It's the people that can get the Walmart guns and do something dumb in the street that really brings a negative light to the sport. So we got to do what we can on our side to educate other people around us and hold ourselves to that higher standard. Now for speed softers, that's a very gross generalization. There's a lot of speed softers. They do get very competitive. I can't speak for every single place that people play that encounter speed softers, but I could tell you that there's toxic cheaters who full auto you in the back when you're already hit, even if they aren't speed softers. So main thing is those types of people, speed softer, mil simmer, or whatever, those people need to go away, or they need to be put on the spot so that they can either get right or get out of the sport. Bad publicity, cheater, fighting toxic videos, sweeping noobs, all that, lack of places to play, DSG justice, lack of advertising, field indoor conditions, lack of advertising. I will say on the advertising part, yes, it'd be nice to advertise. I'll tell you from personal experience with Fox right now, we are heavily censored by all the platforms. Even if it's toy guns, if we misspell it wrong or don't say airsoft, we get flagged. I get banned a few times already on my own Facebook, for example. So the way to combat that, or to get more eyes onto the sport and hopefully bring a better awareness of what we do in a positive light, I would say is share our videos, be sure to comment. We're working against the YouTube algorithm. All that means is, we don't make money off this channel, if you didn't know. Our whole thing is we're providing information and hopefully getting you excited to play airsoft by visiting our website, purchasing stuff from us, and hopefully getting a good experience from us. That's all we ask. That's why we're doing this. The videos themselves up here, that's for everyone. Hopefully you can take that with you to bolster your local community. But as far as our reach goes, it's not that great because we don't do a lot of things. Like, I'm not into the clickbait stuff. So from a integrity stance, I'm not going to do cheater videos or topics that are just to get clicks or make controversial titles unless it's very fitting. So if you really want to help us out here, this is where you come in. Be sure to comment, be sure to share with your friends. Every referral helps. Subscribe to our channel. That gets repetitive in saying, but it really does help us get our message out and make more people aware of the sport. It would be nice if beginner-friendly videos and things that promote the sport in a positive light get more views than the cheater videos. But until then, we can only do so much to get out there. Really relies on your reactions, your thumbs up, all that good stuff. Next one I wanted to bring up was we posted the AAP01 by Action Army in stock a couple weeks ago. That went pretty fast. I think we only got restocked 2 or 3 times this year. And despite us trying to get as many as we can so everyone can purchase from us, that was a real pain in the butt. Now, just to fill you in with the global situation, we're not blowing smoke up your butt. Worldwide shipping and all that stuff is disrupted due to COVID, obviously. You can say what you will about people not working, but in other countries, there's just a labor shortage or the factories are just straight up closed. That being said, that could drive the prices of everything up. And on top of that, restocks of things like this popular pistol are just not as frequent as we like. So one pro tip is, even if we don't get it in the next 3 to 6 months, sign up for the in-stock notification in our page and you'll be the first to know. Everyone that did that got pretty much first dibs on the shipment of AAPO ones that came in, and they are now having a blast with those. All right, guys, that does it for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this, found some of the answers useful. I'll try to do more of these as I find time. It's not part of my normal schedule, but if you guys really like this series, I'll try to do it once every week or every other week on top of our usual video. Let me know what you think. Keep in mind what I said earlier. Your subscriptions, your likes, your comments really help boost us in YouTube's eyes and hopefully gets us out there more and introduces more players to the sport. That's our aim that's our aim at FAF Airsoft. So hopefully you guys can help us do that as well. And maybe we'll come to an area near you one day. All right, guys, enough babbling. I will catch you guys in the next video. You have a good one.